Well, we are 2 days removed now from that horrific shooting outside of East High School, and as community advocates start to think about how to prevent future violence, some are looking to how leaders responded to this tragedy on the day of. Isaiah Knox is the executive director of Urban Dreams here in Des Moines. It's an organization that works to fill the gaps for people in our community who are underserved and underrepresented. And I want to get right out the gate to clarify what you were saying during a news conference yesterday with other community leaders. You said there's no way that our schools should be on lockdown because of events like this. You weren't criticizing the lockdown.
No.
You were saying there should never have to be a lockdown in the first place.
It's terrible that we live in a world where our kids, I have 2 daughters in elementary school, and it's terrible that they have to go through this kind of protocol. But the Des Moines Public Schools, the police department, the fire department did an incredible job of keeping all the kids that weren't involved safe.
How'd you talk to your kids about it, Isaiah?
My 19-year-old son, it's the hardest to talk to him about it, right? Because he just graduated from high school and had to go through these kind of events, not these kind of events, but these kind of protocols and lockdown procedures. And, you know, I remember when I was in high school, growing up in Seattle, and then here we did tornado drills, right? Fire drills. These kids are doing active live shooter drills and lockdown drills. It's terrifying.
You know, we talk a lot, especially on this program, because I like to, that more than one thing can be true at the same time. It's true that the violence has risen to this horrific level in our community. It's also true that that's not most kids at Des Moines East or at Hoover or whatever high school anybody might be associated with. And so how do you reconcile that and then move forward with all those other kids in mind?
Yeah, and I know those kids are never going to forget this, right? Their lives are changed forever because they've had a murder on their campus. And what we do is we continue to bring in community partners, businesses, partners, education institutions, post-secondary education, to give these kids the hope and the access to the opportunities that they need to live these wonderful lives that we haven't available for us in Iowa, right? In Des Moines, right? We have these things right here available. We just need to let kids know that solving conflict this way is not the right way, and protecting your future, and then having the access to productive opportunities, we can get you there.
Yeah.
We can get you to live the life that we live, right? With raising kids and having a great life.
Well, you guys had this news conference yesterday, you and other community leaders. I'm going to get to something that was important that was shared yesterday in just a minute, but the turnaround time was really quick because it started with a breakfast this morning. Tell us what was going on inside East High School.
Yeah, you know, and that was an incredible show of support for the teachers and the staff to show that they're not alone, that people in our community care about them and will show up for them.
You put the call out for people to show up, did they?
We had over 100 people there today. It was incredible, the show of support. And coming out of the lockdown and going in the school, the trauma and the anxiety and the sadness and the grief that those teachers and staff were going through, I went home and I was brave there, but I went home and cried.
You guys are fighting an uphill battle. Mm-hmm. You have been for a long time, years, decades. Akeo said something yesterday about the voices, the forces that are acting against you. A lot of those are in the entertainment industry.
Yeah.
A lot of those are within some of these kids' own families. We've got 6 kids charged with murder. Their lives are over for all intents and purposes. What's the biggest challenge?
Thinking about a 14-year-old that has a gun, and where did we miss that in elementary, right? I mean, the biggest challenge is if a kid scrapes their knee in the playground. My daughter's in elementary school, right? If they scrape their knee, they go to the school nurse and they get it all taped up, right? But if a kid is involved in bullying or being bullied, then how do we de-escalate that, and how do we get conflict resolution right away? They shouldn't have to wait 6 months or a year to get to see a counselor or a professional that can help them to unpack that and do better conflict resolution. They need to triage that right away and address that right away. Elementary school, 3rd grade, 2nd grade, kindergarten. We're not giving our kids the tools to deal with that. And like you said, and like Akeo said, and like Wayne's been saying, and like all these community leaders have been doing this for decades, like you mentioned, we're missing something.
Hurt people hurt people.
Hurt people hurt people.
Yeah. Isaiah Knox, I wish we had all afternoon to talk with you. We're probably going to hear more from him tonight at 10. You're going to go visit with Taj next, and we appreciate you taking some time for us and our viewers.
Thank you.